MTN Sports welcomes you to Prep Game of the Week. Brought to you by Missoula Bone and Joint, serving Western Montana with over 50 years of comprehensive orthopedic care. The Peak Health and Wellness. Fitness is a journey, not a destination. Les Schwab Tire, home of the best tire value promise. And Fast Trip Conoco, your one-stop shop for all your convenience needs.
Welcome to Missoula County Stadium. Bob Hermes here to bring you Week 8 of Prep Game of the Week as the Big Sky Eagles, 6-2 on the year, are hosting the upstart Glacier Wolfpack, defending state champions, but 3-4 on the year with Coach Grady Bennett. And joining me as always with color commentary, Coach Tim Roscoe, 32 years at Frenchtown High School, 4 state titles, 26 conference championships to his credit. Coach Grady Bennett's almost in a playoff game tonight, even though it's not playoffs yet.
Yeah, holy cow, Bob, starting out 0-4 and then winning the last 3 and coming back and being in a position where they could possibly get into the playoffs. And of course, tonight is a real critical game for them. And Big Sky, 6-2, looking at a home playoff berth here at home if they win, and should be a great football game, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we believe it's going to be a running affair tonight as Levi Giannacaro, of course, for the Eagles, always a threat and a big threat running the ball. And then for the Glacier Wolfpack, Drew Turner, their leading rusher with 1,150 yards. He's committed to play for the University of Montana, almost 7 yards carry on average and 14 touchdowns. So really 2 great running teams tonight, Coach.
It'll be fun to watch him. I haven't seen him play, Bob. And of course, Levi is – man alive, everybody loves watching him play, and he just seems to get better every time he steps on the field, and what a competitor, just finds a way to get it done. And the Big Sky Eagles have certainly proved that as well, and I think it's got the ingredients of being a great football game.
The other one that might be important is tackling tonight, as the Eagles are losing Tyler Flink, who had a hip injury and unfortunately is out. He started on both sides of the ball. So I think tackling will be a big factor tonight because of the run game. Yeah,
and boy, Tyler could fit into anybody's team, and to lose him is a blow, defensively particularly, but plays really well on the offensive side as well, and I'm sure that everybody's just hoping that he gets healed up and is ready for next week.
And don't forget about Caden Latte for the Eagles as well. He's a great one too. So we'll be back with the opening kickoff, which should be an exciting playoff game here at Missoula County Stadium in 1 minute. Ryan Wilcox set the kickoff for the Eagles. Glacier Wolfpack won the toss, and they will be receiving. Jackson Pepe to return along with Drew Turner tonight for the Wolfpack. Coach Bennett did say he'd love to get out to a quick lead tonight and try to get out in front of this, and a shootout that is expected. And here's the return. This is Turner down to the 27-yard line.
Nice coverage by the Eagles.
And here comes the offense. We'll set it for you for the Wolfpack at quarterback, Evan Todd. And Coach Bennett, again, very complimentary of Evan and the job he's doing. Drew Turner at running back. And Jason Pepe also in the slot. Pepe is one of the impact players for the Wolfpack. You can see their line. Stevens at center. A big line, by the way. Stevens is 245. Young at guard. Ogden at guard. They're experienced seniors. One a junior. And tackles Laley and Hartzik. Inside handoff, a couple yards on it. And out at wide receiver, Rademacher and Morris. Then on defense for the Eagles, we'll set that as usual. Hunter Dutton, Levi Giannacaro, and Zane Holland is filling in for Tyler Flink at the linebacker slot. Quick pass here on second down. Wolfpack pick up about 4 there, and it'll be third down and short. And then also starting for the Eagles on defense, Rylan Wilcox has done a great job at DN. Unger out the other end. And safeties Rebish and Shin. Third down, Coach. What are you thinking throwing here?
I'm thinking they're running the football.
They run the pistol here, as you can see, in formation, and they do run the ball, Tim. Good call. This is Turner for a first down.
Boy, nice hole. up inside.
And both coaches expected a running attack tonight. We mentioned Giannicaro. That's Turner, number 32. You see there in your picture. He's the leading back for the Wolfpack, heading to Montana next year to play football.
And the Wolfpack move the chains again. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line.
Another run up the middle. Little different look this time out of the pistol. Good job by the Wolfpack.
Jackson Pepe on the carry.
We mentioned Pepe. He is a senior for the Wolfpack, and he's also a good defensive player.
Pickup of about 5. Ball spotted very close to the 50. And the Wolfpack on the move offensively.
Second down now. A little motion, shift. They're going to run the ball. Little toss. Oh, great play by the defense, Giannicaro.
Wow.
Levi, give him credit. Coming in from linebacker, he blitzed and snuffed it out. No gain. Actually, a loss of 2 there, Coach.
Oh, it's nice having your starting quarterback at the middle linebacker as well. That shows how salty he is.
3rd and 12, Wolfpack in passing formation here. Gonna have to scramble out of it. Nice throw and a catch. It'll be complete and a first down. Pepe on the reception.
And a nice job, Bob, of Pepe coming back to the football and making a nice reception, moving the chains again.
And give Todd a lot of credit there as he rolled out and found his receiver for the first down.
The Wolfpack trips to the left, single right.
Wolfpack fighting for a playoff spot with a victory tonight. Here's a quick pass, and it's dropped. Tough break for the Wolfpack as Max Morris couldn't handle it.
Boy, Todd delivered that right in the breadbasket and bring up 2nd and 10.
Morris, a tight end for the Wolfpack, just couldn't find the handle there.
Ball on the 44-yard line, right hash mark.
Double tights, run formation, and they'd run out of it with Turner. Host of Eagles on the stop. Led by Austin Shedowitzki in the middle, senior.
Pickup of about 5. 3rd and 5 for Glacier.
Again, double tights. He's going to throw on a little sideline pattern, little overthrown, incomplete. It was a high percentage to Rademacher, but incomplete. Now the punt team comes out. Boy, it's in the area, Coach, where you might go for it, but Grady Bennett's playing the odds here and going to at least look like it's going to punt it.
Might be a good opportunity for a fake punt a little early in the game, but certainly good enough field position.
Ball's at the 40-yard line of Big Sky.
It's always nice to pin them deep, early in the game and, make them have to move the ball the full length of the field.
Cole Crosby doing the kicking for the Wolfpack. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
Looked like the ball came off the side of his foot.
So they gained about 20 yards on that, Coach. Probably a good move, a defensive battle. And the Eagles will set their offense for you. Levi Giannicaro at quarterback. Caden Lottie at running back. And Caden is always impressive back there. Rebish will be filling in, Jet Rebish for Tyler Flink on offense. The offensive line, very experienced as well. Logan Pearson at center, Walks Allen at the guards. Allen and Seymour also listed on the program at tackle.
Got encroachment against the Wolfpack. Still first down, 1st and 5 now for the Eagles.
And Christian Unger is the other tackle tonight. They made a little switch there for the Eagles. Giannicaro to keep it. He gets still running, Coach.
Boy,
wow, 7 yards, first down. And of course, we've seen it all year.
Boy, he just gets that, forward lean and lowers down and keeps the legs driving, and he is tough to bring down.
We mentioned Unger at the tackle position. He's 205. Pearson at 230 at center. Allen at guard at 210. Walks, 300-pounder at guard, and Seymour at 222. So they too have a stout offensive line. We've got a penalty here by the side judge. Looks like illegal substitution perhaps against the Eagles. So it'll back them up 5. Evidently an offensive player checked in after the formation was set.
So the Eagles 1st and 15 now from the 35.
Hand off to Caden, and he is quick. They run that play almost every game, coach, in the first series off tackle like that, and it's always seemed to gain good yardage, and there's 20.
Yeah, and Caden reads that so well. Once he plants and heads upfield, boy, he just pours the coal on.
I can't help but think of Coach Eckergren when I see that play, Tim, because those are the kind of off-tackle runs that he loved to have with his Eagles, and you can see Matt Johnson running it there.
I'm sure he's loving it.
1st and 10, Eagles in Wolfpack territory now. Giannicaro on the run. Awesome work by him, picks up 6.
Boy, he finds a seam once he plants and gets upfield. He gets into that seam so well and gets down, and really difficult to get him to the ground. Second and a long 2, maybe 3.
Philip Rhodes on the tackle for the Wolfpack. 7:43 left in the first. Caden here on the same off-tackle play, and he gets 5 out of it in the first down.
Enough for another first down, Big Sky.
Tough little running back.
Yeah, we've mentioned Caden throughout the year and the tough yards that he's able to get. He's so quick.
It's tough to get a clean shot on him, and boy, he is durable.
David Gibson brings the play in from Coach Niles. Coach Dan Niles is the offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
And now on the 29-yard line.
Wolfpack look to blitz here, and they do. And they're going to stop it prior to the play getting completed. It's like a procedure penalty against the Eagles.
A little bit over 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Well, the beauty you have in Levi, and we've talked about it throughout the season, at quarterback, he is so effective running, but he can throw as well. And we'll see if he takes a shot here. They are in position to maybe have a shot into the end zone.
The Eagles come out, 3 receivers left.
1st and 15, another blitz look by the Wolfpack, and they do bring it. Here's a throw and a completion. Ben Mall on the catch for the Eagles, and he gets about 6 yards on it.
Number 28.
Ben Mall, just a sophomore for the Eagles.
All be spotted at the 32 yards left, or 27 yards.
Wyatt Shin brings the play in with 6:25 and counting. 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted on the left hash mark.
Wolfpack been having a steady diet of blitzing. This time they come off the right corner. Levi runs the other way from the defensive blitz, and it's he's about a yard short of a first down.
Yeah, I love that, Bob. You know, Caden Lottie leading the way, blocking. And I think he likes that as well as carrying the ball.
Only a yard short here on 3rd down. We did have our pep rally with the Eagles on Thursday, and Derek Berkeley asked Giannicaro what the main part of the Eagles has been for their success, and he said one word, he said grit. And that really does describe the play of him and the Eagles. Pretty gritty.
Yeah, that is for sure.
3rd and short, Levi will get the first down. Host of Wolfpack there on the stop.
Boy, his after hit yardage, Bob, is impressive. You know, he's so strong in the legs and lowers the body level and pad level, and just tough to get to the ground. 1st and 10 now. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line. right hash mark.
Red zone offense now. This is Caden running to the corner. Not much, but he gets a couple. Good tackle by the Wolfpack.
Nice second effort after the initial hit. Pickup of about
Caden Harkins on the tackle there for the Wolfpack.
About 7 yards on the play.
Caden's a senior for Glacier.
So the ball now inside the 10-yard line, about at the 8.5 yard.
4:35 and counting in the first quarter. No score yet. Eagles threatening here. Giannicaro on a quarterback keeper over the right side. He gets, looks like he's got the first down.
Yep, it does. It looks like he got down over the 5, right on the 5.
Well, it's really no surprise when you play the Eagles that Giannicaro's going to be bringing it to you. And we mentioned tackling being the key factor. We've not seen many missed tackles or any tonight. Pretty much group tackling going on, so both clubs tackling well so far in the first quarter.
The Eagles break the huddle. Split single both sides. Double tight.
Run formation here for the Eagles. Wolfpack blitzes. Giannicaro carried off tackle and the touchdown, I believe.
Boy, he just explodes once he plants.
So that was a 6-yard TD with 3:46 here in the first quarter by Levi. So a nice run formation throughout that event. They threw a couple passes, but pretty much did it on the ground.
The PAT.
And Wilcox here to add the extra point. High snap, but they get it down.
Nice kick, Ryland.
And it is good. So the Eagles draw first blood here, and both coaches felt the early lead would be important. We'll see how important it is as we continue after this. Ryland Wilcox to kick off again. The Eagles are up 7-0 here at Missoula County Stadium in a playoff-type atmosphere football game. Eagles need a win to get their playoff hopes solidified.
Short kick bounces down to about the 10.
This is Pepe. He breaks some nice tackles. Still going, still going. Oh boy, all the way down to the 43-yard line. Nice job by Mr. Pepe on that one, Jackson Pepe.
And the Wolfpack getting nice field position on that kickoff return, well over the 50.
You know, Tim, he got an extra 30 yards after the first contact there. That'll help his team a bunch.
Yeah, I can see why Coach Brady Bennett has so many good things to say about him.
Evan Todd now at quarterback, shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side, field side of the formation, and he's going to throw. Just a little hook pattern there, and it's caught for about 8 yards.
Boy, nice execution by the Wolfpack.
That receiver was Breck Rockemacher, senior for the Wolfpack.
Card doing a nice job, sprint to his left, getting squared up to the line of scrimmage and delivering a nice ball.
Pistol formation now. Pepe in the backfield behind the quarterback. They're going to give it straight ahead for a first down. Picks up about 6 on that.
And the interior line for the Wolfpack doing a nice job on that play.
Giannicaro on the stop, along with Kendall Odell. First down at the 18 now, or make it the 28. Straight ahead again. This is Turner. Wow, he looks good, Coach. 15-yard first down.
Yeah, that was a nice move.
Drew Turner, we talked about him averaging 7 a night, or 7 a carry, 14 touchdowns on the season. You can see why there.
Looked like the Eagles stunted out of that.
First down, it's Turner again, cuts back this time, and it cuts back again.
Boy, nice job by Levi. Holy cow.
They finally ride him down, but they had to chase him halfway across the county, but they got him down. Also helping was Jet Rebish there with Levi on the tackle.
Yeah, both of them.
And Rebish had to come all the way across the field to make that play or help out on the play.
Great pursuit, both of them.
Second down at the 12 now. They can get a first down without scoring. Turner in the backfield behind the quarterback. They give it to Turner, and he pounds it down to the 5.
And the Wolfpack on the move, on the ground.
Odell again on the tackle, getting a workout up front there.
Third down and about 2 now.
Number 69, Tommy Leonard.
Tommy Leonard, I think, also in helping out on the tackle for the Eagles.
All spotted real close to the 5-yard line.
Run formation, they give it to Turner down to the 1. I don't think he's in. Wolfpack players wanted a TD, but they're calling him just barely short. So the ball's on the half-yard line here, and it is
first and goal.
First down, so good opportunity here for the Wolfpack. Turner up the middle and TD this time, 1 yard or half a yard actually. So they draw closer to the Eagles.
With 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter, we've got ourselves a football game.
Yeah, just 57 seconds left in the first.
Glacier with a point after touchdown attempt.
This is Carter Purdy. And it is good. So, good kick by Purdy, and it'll be all tied up now, 7-7. And we'll be back in a minute with more Prep Game of the Week. Back to action. Carter Purdy set the kickoff for the Wolfpack. They are tied up 7-7 with the Eagles. Eagles 6-2 on the year. Wolfpack 4-3. Both clubs would love a win tonight. Eagles would love a home playoff game with a win here and try to ensure that. Jet Rebish on the return down to the 23-yard line. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Bob Hermes with Coach Tim Roscoe doing color tonight. Tim, it's pretty, we mentioned run game tonight, and it's been that way.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's enjoyable to, to see him pound it out on the ground. And, the offensive line for both of these ball clubs doing a really nice job, and the running backs have been stellar so far, both sides.
Oh, maybe a fumble here. First turnover of the day, and yes, it is a fumble by Giannicaro, handing it off to Caden, I believe, and the Wolfpack jump on it. Wow, that is a turnover, the first one on the night, and it'll help the Wolfpack.
Well, it looked like the ball on the exchange, hit him right on the thigh pad or on the hip.
And Phillip Rhodes recovered the fumble, and he was excited as he should be as they are in the red zone right off the first down here.
Boy, tough field position for Big Sky.
Evan Todd at quarterback, and he's going to pump fake and throw it to the side to Pepe, and he drops it incomplete. I think Pepe heard some footsteps that time, provided by the corner, Wyatt Shin.
Boy, he was in great position on that and broke down, and he was ready to make the play. Nice coverage.
Wolfpack, they signal the play in off the sideline here. Again, pistol formation.
2nd and 10.
They give it straight ahead, and they are running Pepe up the middle. He gets about 6. It's interesting, Coach, how they're rotating Pepe and Turner, both very effective running backs. One, maybe Pepe a little quicker, but Turner so powerful.
And Jet Rebish again coming up, making a nice hit on the stop. 3rd and 1. A little bit less.
15 seconds left in this quarter. This might be the last play of the quarter if they run it. And they do to Turner. Oh, and he may score. Yeah, he makes a couple tackles. Touchdown.
Yeah.
That was a 11-yard touchdown with no time. Well, 4 seconds left in the first quarter by Turner.
Boy, Coach, what a costly turnover here.
Yeah, the turnover, great point, Tim. That was a big break for the Wolfpack. So the Eagles would love to go up 7 here. Carter Purdy again to do the kicking.
A left-footed kicker. Rather unusual.
But he gets it through 14-0. We will step aside. Great action. Back in a minute. Caden Harkins will do the kicking here as they Wolfpack up 14-7 off a turnover and a 11-yard touchdown by Drew Turner. So there's your kick by Harkins, and it's into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, come out to the 20.
Kickoff sails into the end zone.
4 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Eagles will take over, 1st and 10 on the 20.
Kickoff is by Caden Harkins.
Well, it's been a night for running the football, and the Eagles, I'm sure, talked about it on the sideline and why that exchange was muffed like it was, but I'm sure they corrected it, no doubt, during the break. This is Caden Lottie on the outside, and boy, can he run. Wow.
Holy cow.
Good for him. Good job.
He is fun to watch.
27-yard pickup by Caden. He's so quick.
Doggone. And, you know, when he gets plants and gets on the corner, he just hits another gear.
Yeah, you got to love the way he runs that ball on the outside. He's not real big, but boy, is he quick and fast.
Oh, he plays big.
Yeah, he does. You mentioned how he likes the lead block, but boy, can he run. Good job. And that'll be the end of the quarter, so we are 14-7. Tim, as we go to break, any quick thoughts?
Doggone it. They are just cranking it out on the ground. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Well, we'll be back with second quarter action in just a minute. Just to start second quarter action here, Eagles in control. This is Levi, straight up the middle, and he gets some hard yards that time as the Wolfpack were all over that up front. Led on the tackle by the nose guard, Cameron Vergnot.
Pickup of about 4 yards on that play. Brings up at 2nd and 6.
Cameron, just a sophomore up front for the Wolfpack. He does a nice job. We've called his name a few times.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Ben Mall comes wide to the right side, short side of the field. And they're going to run a little change up here and throw deep, and he's open. Wilcox, he drops it.
Oh, what a nice ball.
And a well-designed play, Tim. I don't think I'd seen that this season by the Eagles, and he was on a little flag pattern, and he was open.
Yeah, and doggone, I think Ryland is wishing he could have that one back. He is a sure-handed receiver, and, man, that was right there.
Yeah, well-designed play on second down, but it'll be 3rd and 6 coming back now.
I like that play call.
11:15 here in the second quarter. They're going to shift Wilcox over to the left side along with Hunter Dutton. And Levi's still running. First down. Still running.
Boy, he is so hard to get a handle on. He moves laterally. For a guy his size, man, his lateral movement is impressive.
Yeah, and we've seen it all season. He is just special to run the ball, no doubt.
And that's a big part of that is, great vision on the field. Brings up a 1st and 10, moves the chains. Ball spotted on the 40, and the Eagles are on the move.
Looks like a corner blitz coming here by the Wolfpack, and they do. Eagles run right into the blitz and run through it.
Yeah, Caden ran right into the back and popped, one of his own men and popped off that and was gone.
That's helpful when you can run right into the interference and beat it. And they did that time, first down.
Yeah, they moved the chains again. Ball's right on the 30.
Saw both head coaches visiting before the game at midfield. You could tell they have a lot of respect for each other, and both are good programs this year and past years. Levi's going to throw it. He faked a run. He wants to throw, but man's covered. Now he runs it and gets 6 yards.
Oh, man alive.
There's a broken play that gives him 6. That's a pretty good deal for the Eagles.
Yeah, and a good decision by Levi, Bob. Everybody was covered, pulled it down, took it upfield.
And I think he wanted to go to Ben Mall, who was running a crossing pattern through the end zone, but as you mentioned, well covered by the Wolfpack.
2nd and 5 now for the Eagles.
Mall goes wide left on the field side of the play, left side.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Low snap, but they give it to Lottie, who gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he's still running.
Boy, he just never quit.
I think he got maybe a half a yard, but he ran for 40 on that play.
Just a great effort.
Wolfpack finally bring him down. That was Jared Brendan on the tackle. Jared is a linebacker for the Wolfpack, a senior.
3rd down and about 3 yards for the Eagles.
Wolfpack lead 14-7. Giannicaro to run it, and good blocking for him. He's going to get first down, it looks like. It's deceptive. At first it looks like he didn't get any, but then you look up and he's got 3. He's got the first down.
And moving the ball down inside the 20, spotted on the 19. 1st and 10.
Levi's the kind of player that makes the coach look good because he's just so talented. There's things that he does that really you can't coach.
Well, you have that right, Bob.
Handoff inside. Eagles get a couple 3 out of it. That was Lottie on the carry. The Wolfpack real stout up front on defense. They have some big football guys up front. Everybody's 200, 230 and bigger. A couple of guys listed at 230.
2nd and 8 now for the Eagles.
Another shift. They like to do this and tend to run toward the shift. We'll see if they go again. They do. And it's Levi. Just power football, Tim.
Man alive, it is so right.
Yeah, just power football. You shift 2 and run to it, right?
Yeah.
And it's 1st and goal.
It's almost like a tackle over.
And you'd think defensively they'd definitely pick up on that, but of course about the time you do, you're going to run the other way. But they've had a steady diet of that shift and then run to the same side, and it's worked out nicely. 1st and goal here.
The Eagles threatening now.
Here's your shift, Tim. See if they run to it. And they do. Boy, they're not disguising it at all, are they?
Boy.
Almost a touchdown.
Just,
half-foot line here, Coach.
Caden turned it up and then bounced it back outside.
But it's interesting. Nice. It's almost like they're telling you where it's going on offense, and defensively, you should know it's coming.
And I believe a couple of games ago we saw them have a bootleg back off of that as well.
No doubt. But here's a half yard to gain for a TD and tying it up. Potentially quarterback sneak. And they give him a touchdown, half yard by Levi Giannicaro in the 2nd quarter.
With 6:41 left here in the first half, 2nd quarter.
Well, they answer back, and now with a chance to tie it up, Rylan Wilcox on the PAT. So at the 6:41 mark, good snap, and it is, no, I think it's missed, Coach, to the left, too much to the left, and that'll hurt them because they'll be trailing now 13-14 after the TD. So we will step aside and be back with more second quarter action in 1 minute. There you see Rylan Wilcox to kick off, the Eagles kicker and tight end and defensive end. He's all over the field. Good kick by him.
Nice high kick.
Turner at the goal line, almost at the 1 yard line.
Oh, he got his foot into that one.
He does a nice job bringing it out to the 25. Yeah, Drew Turner, real special too. We talk a lot about Levi and Caden Lottie, but Drew Turner and Pepe, they are also special.
And I think that was number 11, Wyatt Shin on the stop.
Evan Todd at quarterback as all night. I believe that's Turner behind him. Turner's been rotating with Pepe. Play action. Going deep. A new play here, and it works. Incomplete. It would have worked if he could have hung on. That was Breck Rademacher.
Chet Rebic was holding his helmet just a second ago, and I'm thinking that, he is thankful that was dropped.
Yeah, Rademacher had a big play, and he knew it, but just couldn't hang on. Sometimes, Coach, it's a matter of being too open.
Yeah, they ran a little crossing pattern, deep crossing pattern, and he was wide open.
So Coach Grady Bennett breaks the run pattern here because it's been a steady diet of run tonight, and here it is again. This is Turner. Gets about 7 out of it, maybe 8. He's averaging 7 coming in, and that's right on his average.
Nice initial hit by Ben Mail. Coming up from
6 minutes left in the half. Plenty of time.
3rd and 2 for the Wolfpack. Big down for them right now.
Handoff. Turner. First down.
Point, Bob. The Wolfpack's interior offensive line has been doing a nice job up front.
That was Giannicaro on the stop along with Rebish.
They're a handful. They're big.
They are, Coach. And we mentioned 250 at guard, 265, 260 at the tackle. So they are for sure big. Straight back throw this time. Oh, almost intercepted, little behind him.
Nice coverage.
Yeah, and they were thinking interception, but the defender could not pick it up. Andrew Gardner on the defense there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
All right in the middle of the field. Little fly sweep here.
Oh, first one we've seen tonight, but a good call. Picks up 3 or 4 yards on it. Giannicaro on the stop.
Number 6.
Assisted by number 22, Andrew.
Also, Dorian Calenti came across from his tackle spot and helped out.
Glacier comes out, trips to the right side.
Going to throw to him. Now the quarterback keeps it. And he shows some prowess running the ball. First down.
Chet Rebic coming up on the stop.
That was Evan Todd for a first down. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Again, lots of time here as far as having the time to run and throw. Both clubs have all their timeouts left in the half here.
Ball spotted right on the 50-yard line, real close. Boy, Bob, really a penalty-free game. I think we had a couple early, and both teams doing a nice job in that category.
And only one turnover in the first quarter. The Eagles had a fumble, but other than that, no interceptions. Quick pitch here by the Wolfpack. Rebish on the tackle. There's a flag.
Nice read by Chet coming up and helping on the outside.
Wyatt Shin also helping on the tackle. You snake bit him, Coach. You talk about no penalties, and then they get one on the next play. Holding on the Eagles, or no, on the Wolfpack.
Need to bite my tongue.
That'll help the Eagles out. 10-yard penalty.
4:18 to go here in the second quarter, first half. First and about, gosh darn it, it looks like it's about 23 yards to go.
Likely passing here for the Wolfpack. And they hand it off instead. Straight up the middle. Good run.
Boy, Turner's a load too. Nice hit by Levi.
Pepe that time, which they've been rotating.
Oh, yeah.
And we mentioned his speed, and he showed it there.
Yes, he did.
10 yards to go.
Now it'll be 2nd and 10. He got half of that back. Eagles rush 4 and Giannicaro. They drop off a screen, but it's incomplete.
Little middle screen. Nicely set up, but well defended by the Eagles.
And I think Giannicaro's the one that upset the play, because the screen tip, if it would have been complete, looked like it had some good yardage under it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Rylan Wilcox checks back into the game.
Rylan is a tall defensive end, so that helps the Eagles in that way too. It'll be 3rd and 10, passing situation here for Wolfpack. Eagles run a little blitz here. It's picked up and a first down, a great throw and catch. A little long hitch, Tim, that worked out for the Wolfpack.
Well, that ball was right on the money. David Gibson, number 5 on the stop.
Drew Deck was the receiver on that. Drew made the catch out there. Just a sophomore.
The Wolfpack moving the chains after a nice pickup. Ball's on the 33, sprint out left.
Quarterback throws across.
Ball's picked.
Interception. And the defender was waiting on that one. Great play by the Wolfpack. That was Andrew Gardner again. Good job by him.
Nice play.
Second turnover of the night. This time it belongs to the Eagles.
He looked like a ball hawk on that one.
That turned the Wolfpack away. They were driving down the field, and the interception.
Boy, what a great turn them back.
Interception will help the Eagles with 2:52 in the half. Officials are visiting here, but there must be a penalty. We didn't see the flag, but they're going to talk about it. This is Giannicaro, one of the captains, visiting with the official.
Looks like it's...
They had an ineligible person on the offense declined. Then a penalty on the defense that'll be assessed, but it'll be Big Sky's ball. So still a good break for the Eagles, but not so good in that the penalty will drive them back all the way to the 10-yard line. But they're probably happy to have the ball anyway, right?
Yeah, that certainly, the Wolfpack was on the move offensively.
Well, you can...
Nice
Eagles
heads-up
trail by
kick.
1 with 2:52 in the half. Little fly sweep look here, but they don't go, and this is Lottie on the carry. And he's corralled for no gain that time, and Phillip Rhodes on the tackle. Phillip hunted him down.
Looks like we may have a loss of about
Christian Tucker also on the tackle.
close to 5. Close to 5-yard loss.
Clock's running at 2:30.
Second and about 14 for the Eagles.
Grady Bennett might be thinking about a timeout if they can get a stop here. Giannacaro on the carry. Oh, look at him go.
Boy,
First down. Maybe a touchdown.
Wow.
Wow.
He has turned the juice on.
That is a thing of beauty. That is
Wow.
a 90-yard touchdown run.
That was a great effort.
90-yard touchdown
Right,
on a
right,
second and long.
right there, Bob. That showed the speed that Levi has.
Well, I don't know how many replays we have of that, but that's got to be a play of the game right there.
Holy cow.
Our first Interstate Bank play of the game was Levi Giannacaro, 90 yards. And what a beautiful display of his talent right there.
It was. Yes, it was.
And he outran 2 or 3 people that had angles on him,
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah. And for a kid that size.
They're going for 2 here. Makes sense. Oh, we kind of hustled out of that and helter-skelter incomplete, and there's a flag. I'm guessing it might be against the Eagles for illegal formation. We'll see, or procedure.
Yeah, it is against the Eagles.
And so I'm sure they'll decline that as the Wolfpack. So the 2-point conversion will not work. It is on the offense, 2 of them actually, and it's declined. So the PAT is, or 2-point try is no good. And the Eagles lead 19-14, and we'll take a break and be back after this. So the Eagles, off a turnover, come back and score off a deep 90-yard run by Levi Giannacaro. That was truly a thing of beauty to watch. And a short kick in 1:55 for the Wolfpack. And obviously, Tim, you know, if you're rooting for the Wolfpack, it wasn't a thing of beauty, but it really was as you watched his talent.
Yeah, I think you've got to appreciate a play like that, irregardless of who you're rooting for. And boy, he just really a great show of his talent on that play, and determination to get the ball in the end zone. He just outran the whole field.
Yeah, and we mentioned a couple of players had angles on him that supported their ability to catch him, and he just outran those angles, so good job by him. 1st and 10 now. Wolfpack trying to stay with it. Big tackle by the Eagles. That's Rylan Wilcox on the tackle, and a fumble maybe.
Boy.
Yes, a fumble, and the Eagles have it.
Boy, great play by Rylan. He's such an integral part of this defense for Big Sky as well, and right there was a demonstration of that.
And this could be a big momentum swing here as the Eagles get a touchdown and now a turnover. That's the 2nd turnover. There was an interception, now a fumble recovery for the Eagles.
So both teams, Bob, have given up a turnover deep in their own territory.
Yeah, the Wolfpack with 2 now, an interception, and then this, and then the Eagles with 1 fumble. There's the shift we've been talking about. We'll see if they run toward it again, and they do. Caden picks up, and he's still running.
You know what? And I don't think his knee hit the ground. Great heads up by Caden.
Yeah, he just kept spinning and running. He picked up about 3 extra on the spin. It'll be 2nd and 6.5 coming back. 1:25 and counting. The Eagles are going to try to hustle here with their timeouts left. You would think. They're almost in field goal range. Giannacaro carries down to the 20. See if they take a timeout here with 1:10 and counting. They don't, which is a little surprising.
Brings up a 2nd and about 1. Excuse me, 3rd and 1.
So 57 seconds. They're saving their timeouts apparently. 3rd and 1 as you mentioned. Giannacaro, first down. Down to the 15-yard line, almost 16-yard line.
Boy, Bob, nice job by the Eagles' offensive line up front. Boy, they just caved it down inside, and Levi saw the picture.
Now the Eagles will take a timeout. We'll stay here and watch their team go to the sideline. As you can see, Coach Johnson and Dan Nile coming out to visit Tim. with 43 seconds, they have enough time and another timeout to run or throw. What are you thinking?
Boy, I guess I always like to go back to, what we were being successful with, and certainly, the run game has proven to be most effective, for the Eagles, actually for both ball clubs, but Levi left, Levi right, and of course, then you can never forget about Caden Lottie, and it'll be.
Well, we mentioned a bootleg out of that shift formation, too. That might be something to look at. Dan Nile came out and talked about it with him. And, of course, Grady Bennett and his team visiting on the defensive side, wanting to keep him out of the end zone here. We'll see how it works. Janet Carroll fakes a run, now wants to throw. His man is covered, and he goes to the second receiver, and he's open.
Holy cow. I think it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, an 18, 16-yard TD there.
Levi, what a nice throw. That was a long ball.
Yeah, and it was second receiver that he checked to. It was David Gibson on the TD. He wanted to go to Ryland Wilcox, but Wilcox was covered. So he checked back and went to Gibson, who caught it.
And now both teams giving up a touchdown on a turnover deeper in their own territory, both of them here in the first half. And this one, the Eagles.
They're going for two, Tim. Trying to even up that score with the missed PAT. There's the shift, and they run to it. And there's an open, and he gets it in. Again, running power football.
Boy, we just had a bird's eye view of that from up here, and just a great job.
So the two-point conversion, they're 27-14 with 33 seconds to go in the half. Eagles are going to have to try to regroup at halftime. And you see Coach Bennett, he's cheering his crew on. We'll take a break and be back in 1 minute. Well, Ryland Wilcox is getting a workout tonight, kicking the ball off. Turner back to receive along with Pepe. 33 seconds to go. They kick it short again. And it dies at the 20. Turner picks it up there. And he's running. Still running. Hit out of bound by Wilcox at the 50. Nice run by Drew Turner.
Oh, he is a horse.
Yeah, excellent runner. You can see he's going to have a future, as he does, playing for Montana next year. Well, with 25 seconds, the Wolfpack will probably have to go to the air here.
Certainly have a good field position. Ball spotted right on the 40-yard line. On the left half, Bob, and it really gives that right-handed quarterback an opportunity to be able to sprint out of there. And
it looks like Grady's going to take a timeout and visit. Probably a good idea on his part. He's got the timeout to use, so why not take it? He's actually got two left. So looking at the scoring tonight, the Eagles started first, 6-yard TD by Levi Janicaro. Then the Wolfpack come back on a 1-yard touchdown with Turner. And then another 11-yard touchdown in the first quarter with Drew Turner. And then 3 in a row by the Eagles here in the second quarter. It was a half-yard run by Levi on the first one, then a 90-yard run by Levi on the second one, and then a 16-yard throw to from Janicaro to Gibson, and that's been the scoring in what order tonight. So Grady Bennett in the huddle with his team, and Grady is a great offensive mind, being a quarterback himself for Montana, and he's coached a lot of great quarterbacks as well, so he's got a plan here, Tim. We'll see what he's got. Trips to the right side. See what he's thinking.
And he was a great one himself.
Oh, he's going to run out of it. Surprise a little bit. 10-yard pickup by Turner. First down, maybe 11 yards.
Oh, he's hard to get to the ground, too.
19 seconds. The clock will stop on the chain switch. They haven't started it yet, so they may have enough for 2 or 3 plays here. And remember, the Wolfpack does have timeouts left.
Clock is cranked up and running.
They're going deep, it looks like. Over to the right side. He's caught down to the 20s. And the chain will stop with 7 seconds. And remember, they've got a timeout here. Grady's going to probably take it.
Boy, nice throw by Carr.
He does take it. We'll watch Coach go out on the field here, Tim, as he's talking to his team. They've got a first down, and you know they're in striking distance here of the end zone. And with 7 seconds, he's probably got maybe 2 plays left. So we'll see if he can't run it, you know, and get 2 plays out of it, but he could probably throw for 2 here. So likely he'll go for the end zone, you'd think, on this next play, but he could go on a quick out pattern and get out of bounds with a couple seconds left. Now, Tim, would you call your screen pass here to the short side?
You know, they had that middle screen set up very nicely, and Big Sky just put some heavy pressure early on that.
Well, a TD here, you know, to go into the halftime would really be a shot in the arm for the Wolfpack, and Grady knows that. So he's really coaching them up here. We'll see what happens with 7 seconds. Eagles lead 27-14. Nobody in the backfield, just the quarterback, and he's looking deep. He's going deep. He's open. Oh, and good defense. So the Eagles knock it away and intercept it. That'll end the half. Good play by the Eagles, number 7. We don't have a number on number 7 for the Eagles, at least on my roster. Oh, Ben Meal looked like he knocked it down, so good job by Ben. So that'll end the half, and we're 27-14, so give the Wolfpack credit for giving it a shot. Tim, your thoughts as they go into the locker rooms?
Boy, just, yeah, nice effort by Big Sky on that last drive by Glacier, and certainly Grady will get his kids regrouped, and I'm sure the Big Sky Eagles coaching staff are gonna go into the locker room and tell them that, you know, the game is far from over, and you know, they just got to keep doing what they're doing.
Turnovers have been a factor. We'll take a break and be back with second half in just a few minutes.
You're watching Prep Game of the Week from MTN Sports. Brought to you by Missoula Bone and Joint. Serving Western Montana with over 50 years of comprehensive orthopedic care. The Peak Health and Wellness. Fitness is a journey, not a destination. Les Schwab Tire, home of the best tire value promise. And Fast Trip Conoco, your one-stop shop for all your convenience needs.
Ready to open second half action at Missoula County Stadium. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe in a playoff type game with the Big Sky Eagles and the Glacier Wolfpack. This is Caden Harkins kicking off and takes a hop at the 10-yard line down to the 2, and I believe that's Jet Rebish on the return for the Eagles. So a great first half, a couple of turnovers in benefiting the Eagles on an interception and a fumble recovered by Glacier. The Wolfpack had 1 turnover that Big Sky gave them off a fumble. And 4 touchdowns for the Eagles, 2 for the Wolfpack, and we're at 27-14.
And the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
Giannicaro has 166 yards rushing. Looks like a procedure here. Took the right guard for the Eagles, went a little early, but again, 166 yards rushing to him in the first half.
Boy, that's going to up his yard per carry, that 90-yard run for sure.
Exactly right. The official yardage on that's 94 yards. We had it at 90, but I checked at half, and they're logging it as a 94. And Lottie, by the way, Lottie had 66 yards rushing in the first half, so another big weapon. This is Lottie, not too much that time.
No, nice defense by Glacier, and boy, he just fights right to the whistle.
So it's certainly in question, and you know Grady Bennett, he's been in a million of these kind of games. I'm sure he had a good visit with his crew and said, look, a couple plays, we're going to be fine.
Loss of about close to 3 on that last play. Second and about 13.
Levi to carry off the left side and gets about 4 or 5 back. They're going to be short, though. It'll be 3rd down coming back with 11 minutes counting in the 3rd.
Always so important to take the opening kick off the second half and just put together a drive and put it in the end zone. And really, I think this first possession for any team really sets the tone for the second half.
Glacier took the ball to start the game, and now the Eagles' first possession. Corner blitz here. Giannicaro going to keep it and run.
Man alive, he changes directions.
Yeah, he was covered
So
completely. It looked
quick.
like a loss on it, and he gets a first down. He gets 15.
Man, he just is lateral plant and go.
He's at 180 yards right now, Tim, already. I mean, he's poised to go 250 tonight.
Man, just got him out of a deep hole there as well and moved the chains. 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Well, you've got to think Levi's I don't want to say shoe-in, but very likely for an all-state candidate at quarterback.
Without question.
Here he's going to keep it again. He picks his way for a couple, and everybody on defense is helping there.
Good team defense by Glacier.
Yes, it was. And coming up off the bottom of the pile is Cole Crosby, a junior linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 9 as they return here on offense. Rebish brings the play in. We see a lot of teams calling from the sidelines. The Spartans do, and the Wolfpack does, Bozeman does, but the Eagles still bringing stuff off the sidelines in rather than pictures from the sideline. Levi with excellent protection. Now it breaks down, and he's going to have to run.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's when he becomes dangerous. So dangerous is when he starts scrambling.
Cole Crosby tracked him down. I think they've got Cole spying him now. Right now, it looks like, rather than rushing quick, he's just responsible for Levi. Levi got 6 out of that, out of nothing, really.
Man, that's a full-time job trying to keep track of him. 3rd and about 3 now. Ball right close to midfield on the 48-yard line. A big down for the Eagles.
David Gibson wide right, or to the right side. Ben Mall on the wide side, field side of the formation, and a handoff, direct snap to Levi.
Boy, it looks like he's a little short.
No, I'm going to say he's got it, Tim. It looked like the officials are marking it in front of the flag.
You know what? I think you are right.
Yeah, I think he's. It didn't look like he would have anything, and I think he got 3.5 instead of the needed 3. Yep, they're going to move the chains.
Man alive. Ever in doubt, give Levi the ball.
Well, you just mentioned he got him out of a hole a minute ago, and now he got him another first down on this drive. Little fly sweep, and they give it to Rebish. Jet gets 3 on it. Jet's a tough runner and
Yes, he is.
just a tough player. He plays defensive back as well.
I'm thinking he's a wrestler coach.
Yeah, we mentioned he's one of the wrestlers on the team. Lottie is too, I learned, and you can see why they're so tough
Man,
when they run the ball.
that does not surprise me about Caden.
Yeah, he likes it hard as far as hard running. He's in the backfield now with Levi.
A pair of Tasmanian Devils. 2nd and about 8.
Lottie lead blocking for Levi.
Yeah, boy, I know it, and he does it well.
Picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming back. Actually, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, great pickup on that last down.
It's like the Eagles are really working the clock here on this series, Tim. They just want to run the clock. Pretty smart. They've got a 2-touchdown lead. They give to Caden, first down.
Boy,
Slashing his way down for first.
and away they go.
Again, just running the clock here. Smart on Coach Johnson's part and Dan Nile.
Getting down to the 36-yard line. Ball spotted on the right hash mark. The Eagles break the huddle.
Levi to carry over the left side, still running, and he's tripped up. Nice tackle that time by the Eagles. I think that was Garrett Frost, a junior defensive back. Good play by Jarrett. And he went low. I think that's one of the things that a lot of guys tackle him high, and he went down to his ankles and tripped him up.
Yeah, that was a nice open field tackle. He's given up some size there.
6 minutes, just over 6 minutes and counting here.
Second and about 9.
27-14, the Eagles lead. Gonna throw here. Now he brings it down and runs the ball, but only gets to the line of scrimmage. That was Phillip Rhodes on the tackle. Phillip was also helped out by linebacker Jared Brendan there for the Wolfpack. 3rd and 10, 5:30 and running.
Ball on the 36 and a little bit yard line.
We see one of the Wolfpack players, Pepe, down on the sideline. They're working on, it looks like on his, maybe his knee. So he must have got injured and we didn't notice it earlier. Here's a throw, complete for a first down, and he's running down to the 2-yard line. Great catch that time by David Gibson.
That was a nice play. What a ball. It was right on the line, too.
That was a 33-yard completion, Tim, down to the 2 or 1 yard line here. Almost got in for the touchdown, but he's just a yard short.
Boy, Levi put some zip on it and on the line.
Well, watch for Giannicaro here. They've got a different formation. Under center is Giannicaro. Oh, and the tackle for the Eagles jumped, and that'll cost them 5 yards. So good break for the Wolfpack with 4:48.
Tough mistake deep down inside.
Yeah, we'll see what effect that has, but they were on the 1, now on the 6.
Big break for Glacier. Clock running at 4:35 here in the 3rd quarter.
They go back to shotgun now instead of under center. Levi's going to run it over the right side. Nothing going this time as the Wolfpack were ready for that play. Nice tackles up front. Phillip Rhodes again on the tackle.
2nd and goal. Ball just a little bit over the 5-yard line.
Eagles not in a hurry here. They're again using the clock. Touchdown would be huge for both teams here. Really big deal. Hand off to Caden.
Boy, he just
touchdown.
Winds his way in.
Touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown. And that is a very big play for this stage of the game.
What a nice job by Caden, just getting it in the seam and turning it on.
33-14, the Eagles. That's 4 touchdowns in a row, Tim, unanswered by the Wolfpack since the 2nd quarter.
Boy, that really puts them in a hole now.
Again, the Eagles going to go for 2 here, trying to get back to that even score where they missed the PAT. Now they shift here, and they've been running to the shift generally, and they do again. And it works.
Man alive.
It works. 2-point conversion into the shift.
Train right.
35-14. What a game. We will be back in a minute after this. Well, a big lead here for the Eagles, but this is the one team, a big lead might not be big enough because the Wolfpack knows how to come back. 35-14, and Grady Bennett's the kind of coach that can make it happen with his offensive, work, Tim. He can engineer a comeback if anybody could.
Well, and they've got such great tradition, Bob. I mean, they've been in the thick of it since he's been there, and these kids know how to win. So you can't give them a second breath. They'll be all over you.
Yeah, inside handoff to Turner, and he's going to get about 4 on it. But again, the clock is really the friend of the Eagles if they're running the ball here. So I would look for the Wolfpack to take to the air shortly.
Yeah, I think they've got to make that move. They don't have enough time, I don't think, to be able to put together enough drives to get back.
Well, there's a big break there, and he may go. Turner's going to make it happen.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Well, that is a 60-yard run by Drew Turner, and we just talked about it, not enough time to run it, and Drew Turner's saying, yeah, there might be. Good job by Drew Turner, 60-yard TD.
Yeah, now it's a 2-score game and plenty of time.
Yeah, with 3 minutes to go, that got him right back in the middle of it. Drew Turner is so fast and so strong. You can see it as he runs.
Boy, he does have some speed. He looks like a running back.
And they're ready to do the extra point, and it is a good snap, a good kick. That is Carter Purdy. And it is good, 21-35. So we will let our sponsors have a break and be back in 1 minute. Caden Harkins set to kick off for the Wolfpack. Glacier trails 21-35, but a big 60-yard TD by Drew Turner on the last play before the break has made this an interesting game. Jet Rebish here on the return. Jet gets it down to the 26-yard line with 2:52 in the third. Tim, you got to think the Eagles will come out running.
Boy, I think that, you've just got to control the clock and eat up as much time as you can, control the football, and move it down the field, hopefully put it in the end zone.
And the Eagles have 2 games left. They've got Flathead and Bozeman, they've got Butte left. So just 1 game. And they go to Butte next week. Caden here on the carry. This is one of their favorite plays, but this time the Wolfpack is all over that play, and they stop it on the tackle, linebacker Jared Brendan.
Well defended by Glacier on that. 2nd and 10.
And the Wolfpack have 1 more game as well. They've got Hellgate here in Missoula for their last game of the season. 2nd and 10. Caden on a fly sweep look. Now Giannicaro to throw it. There's a flag, and he's tackled for a loss. In the area of holding here, Tim.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And we've talked about not a lot of penalties tonight, but that time it looks like a hold likely. Now, they may decline this due to the down savings or loss. Yep, they're going to decline it and go with 3rd down as he was sacked for a loss.
Yeah, I think a good move.
3rd and 14 now instead of 2nd and 15 with the penalty, so they get the down. 2 minutes and 10 and counting.
The Eagles come out, 2 receivers both sides.
Big play for both teams here. Giannicaro sidesteps. Now he's going to get sacked.
Boy, both times the sacks come in from behind.
Yeah, good play by the linebacker that time. That was Ethan Baines on the tackle. Ethan with some fresh legs for Glacier, and that was a big play by Ethan on that one. 4th down, they're going to have to punt.
And I think a very crucial special teams play here, Bob.
Yep, Giannicaro to punt. See if the Wolfpack try to block it. The high snap. He has to hurry it. He gets it out of there. Down to the 46-yard line, and that's where Wolfpack will take over with 1:12 in the third.
He definitely got a good bounce on that, but still Glacier coming back with field position right at midfield.
Yeah, and it was a high snap. They had a chance at a block, but they were able to kick it out of there. Pistol formation again with Evan Todd at quarterback. Handoff to Turner. He's going to try to break it out, but he's corralled.
Nice tackle in there.
Zane Holland on the stop for the Eagles.
Double leg takedown.
Another fresh set of legs for the Eagles, so a little substituting here. Holland has been starting at outside backer throughout the day, though. Just playing one way, though, for the Eagles. Again, he's replacing Tyler Flink, who suffered a hip injury. Turner now on the run. He almost breaks another one, but he's brought down. That was Dutton on the tackle, Hunter Dutton. 33 seconds. The clock will start on the chain set.
And I think the Wolfpack, Bob, is feeling like they're right on the verge of getting right back into the thick of this.
Direct snap, handoff to Turner, play back here, little flea flicker. He's open, but the pass is short.
Boy,
and
great.
It's nearly intercepted.
Wow.
Oh, it's caught.
Wow.
Kind of an upside down ball in the air deal. It looked like it was going to get intercepted, and then the ball stayed in the air, and it was caught for a TD.
Boy, and Ben Meal, number 7, came across, you know, and made I think a great move on the ball, and I really thought that he had it broken up. Great concentration by
Drew Deck on the touchdown.
By Deck, wow.
32-yard TD, and that'll really make it interesting. With 5 seconds in the third quarter, the PAT is good. So Drew Deck helps his team out with 5 seconds to go. The PAT is good. We are 28-35. Back in more with more in just a minute. Caden Harkins, you can see here, ready to kick off. Nice close-up of Caden tonight. He's got a workout too. And we mentioned Grady Bennett being the kind of coach that can keep his team in it, and now it's 28-35, and it is in question. This kick is going to roll just out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Boy, not a good move.
Looks like it was touched by the receiver, and so it'll be pinning the Eagles down to the 2 here, Coach.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I think Judd had let that go. They'd had the ball on the 35, but that's a tough one too. It's kicked right down into the corner. You don't know if it's going to go out of bounds or whether it's going to go into the end zone.
Well, they're marking it at the 1, so big break here for both teams. We'll see how it comes out. 28-35, 4 seconds to go. Eagles just trying to get it out of the end zone here. Shotgun formation, and Levi carries it for a couple. But that'll end the quarter, so we will step aside. 35-28. When we come back, it'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 2-yard line. Back in a minute. Back to action here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun in the end zone. 2nd and 8. Caden on the carry, gets it back to the 4-yard line maybe. Remember, they started at the 1 here. It'll be 3rd down coming back. Tough field position for the Eagles. So 3rd and 7, call it, as they return out of this break. Eagles in a passing situation here, and plenty of time. They lead by 1 touchdown. They were able to get a 2-point conversion to keep it by 7. They've got maximum protection as they throw a little sideline pattern down to the 11-yard line. Very close here to a first. That was Caden on the reception, by the way.
Boy, tough decision here.
They give him a first. It was interesting. Grady Bennett wanted a measurement there, Coach, and it was super close. But the official told them to move the chains, and they did.
Yeah, I really thought that it looked like.
Grady's complaining. He thought that was not a first, but they have moved the chains. It's first down, Eagles. Kenna Carroll on the carry. Gets about 4. And the Wolfpack doing a good job here in this last couple series of containing the run.
Yeah, they played better defensively, Bob, I think, the second half than in the first half. And
it seems like they're being lower on the line and they're tackling a little lower. And maybe that's been a bit of a difference for them. 2nd and 5, though. There was a good carry by Levi. Picked up 5.
Gave him a little bit of breathing room.
And we've got encroachment by the defensive end of Glacier, so it'll be a free 5 yards here for the Eagles. So that'll help the Eagles a bit. It'll be 2nd and short now.
After the penalty, ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line, 2nd down and 1.
Clock's running with 10:45 to go in the game. 2nd and a very short one.
Ben Mall's wide right to the wide side here on the bottom of the screen. Levi's carrying to the top. First down. Yeah, they're running clock here, but they're going to stop it on the chain set. But for the Eagles, that first down is what they were looking for. Ball is at the 23, 10-20 and counting. Levi over the right side. Again, good tackling by the Wolfpack. Travis Prouks on the tackle. Lance Danik also helping out there at his corner position. 9:45.
The Eagles using as much clock as they can.
Well, we mentioned a playoff type deal. The Eagles would love a win and a home playoff advantage at 7-2. Little hitch patterns incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. The Wolfpack has to have a win. Remember, they're 3-4, and they've got one left with Hellgate. So if they could win this, it would help them a great deal to get into the playoffs.
Ball spotted right on the 25-yard line. 3rd and a long 8 yards for the first down. Real important down, Bob, for the Eagles right here.
Yeah, and the Wolfpack, so we'll see how it turns out. Wolfpack blitzes this, and Levi somehow gets away from the blitz, but he's short of a first down. It'll be 4th down. While he evaded the sack, Coach, he was still, the blitz was effective in that they stopped him on the first down.
Takes the ball out to the 29-yard line. It's the 4th down for the Eagles.
Big decision right here, but it looks like the Eagles are going to punt it away.
Probably a good call.
Yeah, I think.
Ethan Baines on the last tackle. Levi is the punter as well.
Try to get some good field position here.
Good snap this time. And a good kick, nice and high, and they fair catch it. It's bobbled. It's free. We'll see who gets it.
Looked like he got back on it, but boy, not by much.
Wolfpack does retain it. 8:35 now. Plenty of time. And remember, we've only got a 7-point differential, 35-28 Eagles.
33-yard punt by Van Carroll.
So a real great effort by the Glacier Wolfpack here to come back and score 2 back-to-back.
And defend that one, Coach, and make them punt.
Yeah, and get right back into the game.
Hand off to Turner up the middle. He's still running. Almost 10 yards there. I think he got 10 yards. First down.
Boy, they have been very successful bringing the ball up the middle. Because they've got some horses in the trenches.
Is looking really strong. He had that big 30-yard run earlier, 32-yard run for a touchdown. This is Drew again going to the right side. Another 10 yards, another 15. Still going out at the 5-yard line, 7-yard line. That was 35 yards, Coach. Boy, another 35-yard gain.
He opened it up on that.
He's over 100 yards tonight. Down to the 2-yard line. 8:06, plenty of time.
Nice run by Drew.
Yeah, he's carried the team here on this series and the one before. It's been all Turner since the last 2 possessions for the Wolfpack. And this is Drew again, down to the 1-yard line.
Very close.
They're marking him just short.
Boy, ball right on
the nose of a football. I was going to say the width of a football, but it's the nose of a football.
Yes, it is. Clock's running at 7:40.
Second down. They stay in a shotgun here. Turner straight ahead. And that one's going to count, I think. Yep, there's your TD. A half-yard touchdown run by Drew Turner.
Boy, what a great effort by the Wolfpack, Bob, to bring it back.
7:27. That is Drew's 5th touchdown tonight. 5 of them, all of them for Drew. He said he carried the team in the second half, really the whole game as far as touchdowns go. Here's your PAT, and it's blocked.
Boy, big play there. Great special team play, getting that block by the Eagles. Wow.
35-34. Both teams have missed a PAT tonight. Exciting game, and we'll be back after this word from our sponsor. Caden Harkins ready to kick off for the Wolfpack, and it is just a 1-point football game. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe, 34 for the Wolfpack, 35 for the Eagles. 7:27 left in the 4th. Taking at the 10-yard line, Hunter Dutton on the run. Dutton shows some great running there.
Boy, I tell you what, he had a burst of speed there and got them some good field position.
37-yard line, Hunter Dutton, a senior.
Nice job.
So it comes down, and of course there's time left, but 1-point game with 7:20 to go in the 4th. We mentioned the playoff atmosphere, and it's been all of that.
Boy, what a real compliment to Grady, a ball club, Bob. Man, they could have easily...
yeah, they could have easily closed it up, no doubt.
They could have let her go, but refused to do that.
This is Caden Lottie on the carry. Gets about 3 on a fly sweep. I kind of like the call, Tim, where you stretch the field a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing so much north and south. Maybe that's a good call by Coach Niles there.
2nd and about 8 here with clock running at a little bit under 7 minutes to go. 2 receivers both sides by the Eagles.
Janikera alone in the backfield. Going to throw it on a slant, and it's caught. Nice tackle.
What a great catch.
Ben Mall on the catch. That was a surprise play, I think, by the Eagles. The defense wasn't looking for that, and it worked out.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Ben did a nice job of digging that out. He was well defended. Big play.
6:30 and counting.
Levi drilled that.
We've talked about the Wolfpack tackling better in the second half. We'll see if that continues on this series as Levi's going to run it. Again, they do. They get him down quicker, couple yard gain. Cole Crosby on the tackle, along with some of his front guys. Philip Rhodes again in there.
Second down and about 7. Ball's on the 42-yard line.
Philip Rhodes has had a nice evening tonight for the Wolfpack at his nose guard defensive tackle spot.
Boy, he does get to the football.
Now he's out at D end. 2nd and 8. Lottie on the carry up the middle. He kind of
real close to a first down.
Sidesteps his way for 4 or 5 yards.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
About 1.5 yards for a first here.
2 yards to go.
Eagles not in a hurry, again working that clock.
3rd and 1.
Here's your shift, coach, and they generally run to it. Timeout, Wolfpack, and I guess, Tim, we'll leave it here and visit. I'm thinking that coach saw that shift, and we've been talking about it all night, where they run to the shift. Do you think that's what he's talking to his team about?
Yeah, I do, because they have, and they've been, Big Sky's been very successful with it, but they also have that boot back away from it to the wide side of the field, and man alive, you can't underestimate that, especially with Levi Chanacaro carrying the football.
Well, again, just to explain for our viewers, that shift where they're bringing the tight end and a slot receiver to one side and then running in that direction, which they've done all night, it's been very successful. But as Coach mentioned, they could bootleg out of that and might be all alone in there, so we'll see if they run it again. It looks like they're going to run the same play. And if they do, let's see if they go to the shift side. There's your shift. Wolfpack adjusts 2. And there's your run to it. And Levi breaks the tackles. He's on his way.
Boy, oh boy, he is in there. How many times, Bob, have we seen that?
36-yard touchdown, Levi Chanacaro.
This is the 3rd time that I can remember that this year that when the game was on the line, he found a way to get it in the end zone.
Well, 4:50 to go, and wow, what a play by the Eagles, and excellent blocking. We've talked about the blocking on that play.
Yeah, it was. And really, Glacier adjusted with it as well. You know, they're Big Sky is, you know, motioning or moving into an unbalanced formation, and the strength to the left side, and the Wolfpack moved right down with them, but like you said, Bob, the blocking was excellent.
They go for 2. Here's the same play for 2, and it's good. It's good. 43 to 34. 43 to 34. We'll stay and visit here for a bit, Coach, because it's just so interesting, and it would be interesting to visit with Grady Bennett about his thoughts on that play, because they've just used it over and over and over.
You know, and you and I were visiting earlier during a timeout that, you know, they have run that so much to both sides this year that their kids know how to block it. It doesn't matter what they see or what defense that is presented to them. They know when they're coming around the edge, you know, how to block it. And boy, I'll tell you, they do a great job of that.
Oh, we've got a Wolfpack player down. We will take a break at 43-34 and be back with 4:50 to go in the game. Back to action with 4:50 to go. Rylan Wilcox to kick off. Again, he's kicking it short, kind of preventing a return. Eagles are going to pick it up at the 27 and out of bounds at the 37-yard line, 10-yard return. 43-34 with 4:55. A lot of time still, Coach. What do you think?
Yeah, there is. I mean, plenty of time to run the ball down the field on the ground and put it in the end zone. And of course, Glacier has done a real nice job of moving the ball on the ground as well. Both teams have.
Evan Todd at quarterback. He's thrown some nice balls tonight as well. This time they give it back to Turner. He's running. 10, now 20, still going. 30, 35 yards. He likes those 35-yard runs, Coach.
Man alive, he is tough.
He is well over 100 tonight, and Levi was over 200, but now they've got a flag on this, and it's going to come back a holding.
Boy, that was a great effort by him.
Yeah, you can see what a good running back he is.
And the balance at the end of the play. He almost recovered from that.
Yeah, it is neat, and they've talked about his father being a Big Sky Eagle and running track for the Eagles and being one of the outstanding tracksters for the Big Sky Eagles when his dad was in high school here. So it's neat to see him carrying on that athletic ability for Grady Bennett and the Wolfpack. 4:25 and counting now. Turner again. And he just picks his way for a first down.
Boy, and he picks his feet up and, laterally steps, and he's off to the races again.
Wyatt Shin on the tackle.
Carries that ball. South midfield at 46 yard line.
Clock running at 4:10.
Play action. They're going deep over the top. Tried to fool the Eagles, but the Eagles in pretty good coverage. The ball overthrown. David Gibson on the good coverage there.
Yeah. David Gibson on the coverage.
The advantage for the Wolfpack on in an incomplete pass is they were able to get the clock stopped at 3:58 left in the game.
No wind tonight, so that's not a factor. It's a little chilly out, but no rain this game either. Inside handoff to Turner. He sidesteps a tackle, and he gets 5 out of it.
Turner on the carry.
Rylan Wilcox, Levi Giannicaro helping on the tackle, along with Wyatt Shin.
5 yards to go.
3:35. Third down. 4 down territory, no doubt. Inside handoff. Again, Turner just keeps rolling.
Boy, what a move. What a game-saving or a touchdown-saving tackle by Levi Giannicaro.
Yeah, and Levi helps him up off the turf. That's a show of great sportsmanship.
What a gentleman.
Yeah, it was. 30-yard pickup again.
17-yard line.
That was probably the neatest play of the day, seeing Levi do that. That was awesome. Quick snap, and they're going to throw out of it. Little hitch patterns broken up.
Boy,
good defense there.
Nice job.
Gibson on the defense.
Dave Gibson, number 5. That hit that he put on broke that play up.
Yeah,
nice job.
He was open initially, but good defense. Second down with 3 minutes and 3 seconds in the game. Eagles lead 43-34. Play action, nope. They're going to give it to Turner, and he gets 6 out of it.
Levi Giannicaro on the stop. Solo double leg takedown. Looked like a wrestler on that one.
2:45 and counting. Still plenty of time here. Turner's going to carry down to the 5-yard line.
Boy, he has been a workhorse tonight.
They're stopping the clock to again move the chains on the first down.
It's not hard to see why Coach Grady Bennett puts the ball in his hands a lot.
2:20 and counting. Turner again. He's going to go off tackle. Touchdown. 6-yard TD by Turner. Another one. He's got 6 TDs tonight.
Wow, what an effort.
Drew Turner. 6 touchdowns. 2:12 left.
Boy, Bob, talk about 2 ground games. Just getting it done.
The score is 40-43. They're going to kick the PAT and make it a 2-point difference. Probably a good idea here by Coach. And it is up and it is good. So with 2:12 left to go, Carter Purdy kicks the PAT, and we will take a break and be back in 1 minute. Well, it's still in doubt. We've played almost 4 full quarters, 2:12 to go. Wolfpack trail 41-43. Eagles are looking for an onside kick here, and it is an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team carries it and contains the ball. It'll be their ball at the 50. So Hunter Dutton, it looked like, got that, Coach.
Nice job by Hunter. That's a tough assignment for anybody.
Yeah, and he covered it well. So the Eagles will have the ball. Good idea by the Wolfpack. We mentioned some great games we've had with Prep Game of the Week this year. We saw the Spartans and Eagles. The Eagles won 44-40. And now this one tonight, 43-41, it's still in doubt.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Ball real close to the 50-yard line.
It's all about ball control now and defense. We'll see who prevails. Lottie on the carry, sidesteps, and pushes for 5.
Boy, nice effort, Caden.
Yeah, it looked like he'd have next to nothing there, but he got 5 out of it.
Yeah, he wound it back and got into a seam.
150 and counting. All timeouts are left for both teams.
2nd and 5.
Each have 3 here. So Coach Bennett's got to be thinking about it. Timeout here pretty quick. Shotgun formation. Levi's going to carry straight up. And again, everybody's there. He'll be short of a first down.
Yeah, Carol on the carry.
Jared Brendan on the stop. Here's your timeout finally taken. This is the second one for the Wolfpack, so they'll have one more to use with 1:25. We'll keep it here. We definitely want to thank our sponsors for bringing Prep Game of the Week to you. Peak Health and Wellness, Les Schwab Tire, Missoula Bone and Joint, and Fast Trip Conoco. They've been with us all year, and wonderful sponsors, donating $1,000 to Missoula County Public Schools, and we appreciate that donation as well. So, Tim, if you're the Wolfpack and you're in the huddle there as you see the shot, what is he talking to his kids about right now?
Boy, they have just got to take every opportunity they can to try to strip the ball, prevent conversion of the first down, and boy, try to get the ball back in their possession.
Well, it's 3rd and 1. Big play coming up for both teams, obviously. We're under center here with Levi. Probably a quarterback sneak on its way. They don't. They give it to Dutton, who carries for 1. He's got the first down. Hunter Dutton off tackle.
Just a reverse pivot counter dive, and enough to move the chains. And
well, and I think the Wolfpack, as probably a lot of people in the stadium, thought that Levi would sneak it, but he didn't. He just spun around and gave it to Dutton for the first.
Yeah, they tightened down their line splits and got off the ball.
Clock is running. Eagles, or the Wolfpack, can stop it once with 1:05 and counting here. First down.
Boy, the Eagles got to do everything they can to protect the football right now.
Giannicaro's the carry over the left side, and he's breaking tackles. Gets 9 yards out of it, 8 yards for sure.
What almost looked like he was going to break into the open right at the end of that.
And they mark it for a first, Tim, so they may just take a knee the rest of the way here and not risk a fumble. 45 and counting. So the Wolfpack kind of at bay here with a 2-point deficit. They are running victory formation. They will take a knee, which is smart. And just try to run this clock out. They probably won't have to run another play here. Well, it's been an amazing game, and really you just can't say enough for both teams.
Boy, it was an awesome one to be able to have the opportunity to be able to, and privileged to be able to broadcast, Bob. Both teams played extremely well, and Grady has got to be really proud of his kids to come back after being down, in the third quarter, and tremendous effort.
Yeah, and so many storylines. The Eagles will go to 7-3, the Wolfpack to 3-4, but don't forget about Drew Turner. He scored 6 touchdowns tonight. That's amazing. That's got to be near a record for this type of game. But again, give credit to the Eagles. Levi Giannicaro, it was really a team deal, but he had over 200 yards rushing. Caden Lottie, a big part of the win, and of course that offensive line for the Eagles as well. Just a wonderful game, and I agree with you, Tim, a fun one to do. We want to thank our cameramen, Alex Little on the ground and Nick Good up above for giving you great shots, and thank our sponsors. This is our last football game of the year. Our next game is volleyball next week with Hellgate and Helena. So it's for Bob Hermes here and Tim Roscoe, thanks for watching Prep Game of the Week.